because looking at AI as an institution is AI is very complex. It is abstract. It's not easy to understand. Well, it includes understand AI is different from conventional programming language. First of all, you need to understand the concept first before you can say you want to write any code. So, do you think including AI as part of primary and secondary school curriculum, at least at basic level, is going to benefit us in a very long time?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. Well, actually, this is what a very, very nice and wonderful question. I presume perhaps maybe you joined us not long ago, maybe. Actually, one of the things we are trying to encourage ourselves here is the principle of engagement is what we usually call AI for all. See, AI for all. What we mean by AI for all is that anybody can use AI, can build AI, can deploy AI with ease. In other words, we used to have a kind of a seminar in summer. We call it No Coding AI, No Coding AI and Machine Learning. That we can actually learn AI. I know coding is usually a big issue for people. So when you are to people think, oh, I don't know coding, how can I? But the things are changing. We started this idea of no coding AI a couple of years ago, that people can learn how to build machine learning model without writing a single code. And it is working, actually. And recently, MIT also started advertising for this concept. See, you see everywhere you say no coding AI. That is, learn AI without coding. So they started the idea, even though we started a long time ago. That is, we came to realize that yes, in the course of teaching people machine learning, people started from programming. Everybody cannot be a programmer. Yeah, programming is different from AI. Programming is different from machine learning. It's good to know programming. It gives you advantage to be able to write the code. And the good news is a lot of free codes in AI. So rewriting the code from scratch could be just reinventing the wheel. They might not make any meaning. However, we also have platforms that people can actually learn AI and machine learning concept without writing a single code. They will build their first model without writing a single code. They will build model that companies can use to solve their problem, to make decisions without writing a single code. So this is very much possible. And this is why we say that machine learning and AI for all. Everybody can key in. We've seen people, for example, from physics department. Today, they are doing a lot of wonderful work using artificial intelligence and machine learning, not necessarily knowing how to do coding, because a lot of platforms where we can actually learn AI and machine learning and just double click a couple of buttons, you get your model built, and then you can query the model, get data. You just need to understand the concept. Yeah, you have to understand the concept. So machine learning concept, how do we build model? What is the concept of let the data speak? How do we pre-process data? With Excel in your hand, you can do pre-processing for lots of data set without writing any code. And then here you import your data, for example, to Weka. We have so many platforms that support not writing any code for AI. You can choose any of them, and then you start deploying your model. So we've seen a lot of people in this platform that have done that. They are not AI, they don't have a computer background. They are yet to learn coding as I'm talking to you, and they are already started publishing their work. The researchers there, they started publishing using the concept they learned without necessarily writing any single code. So this is a possibility, actually. Yeah. So making it look like everybody must learn coding before you can do AI is like sending people away from the concept. And I've seen a lot of people that run away from it. I've seen people paid for online master or diploma to learn data science. Halfway, even though they paid very huge amount of money in pounds, halfway to the program, they left. They abandoned the program. Why? Because it was so much of coding. I mean, how do you bring in someone to come and learn a system without asking their coding background? They had no knowledge of any coding. Now you are teaching them machine learning, data science by using Python for them. They don't understand how coding works. A simple thing you could have explained to them without bringing in coding became very complicated for them. So, but thank God some of them, after getting to know about this concept of machine learning for all, they started understanding the concept. The concept is what matters. Once you understand the concept, then if you don't know coding, use no coding concept to implement what you understood. If you know coding, then go back again and then use your coding to practice. So in this way, then people can learn and use AI and deploy AI without the hindrance of not knowing coding. Now, to move fully now to your question regarding the secondary school, yeah, it's already happening. So, we have seen there's one of the top universities in the Middle East now. Before in the past, we used to have computer compulsory for students in the university. So for that university now, all courses, irrespective of your courses, you are physics department, environmental engineering, civil engineering, architecture, any course you are reading in that university, you have to study machine learning and AI courses. Not introduction to computers we used to have before. Things are changing now. This is the latest. So all the courses you have to attend introduction to artificial intelligence and also machine learning, so that you'll be able to use those concepts and apply them to your own area of specialization. For example, you are an architect, you are studying architecture in the university. How can you bring in machine learning to support the work you are doing? It is going to that direction. So once we're able to have it in our universities, that okay, university students are more aware of, okay, how can I implement machine learning and AI in my own area of endeavor, then we can then spread it downward. Yeah, at a point in time, it will have to go to the secondary school level. Yeah. So, however, then we have to be very careful what we teach them at that level. So the coding is very interesting, it's very good, but however, them knowing without coding initially and see how easy it is to know, then they can then move to the idea of coding. Sometimes when you introduce coding to someone that's never done it before, it became very scary. It's like using unknown language to teach a new concept. It becomes very complicated. So imagine you want to teach a new concept and you are using a foreign language to teach that new concept. So that person will be learning that language, at the same time learning the new concept. It became double trouble. Often than not, people withdraw from such a system. So this is why when I teach machine learning for people that are just starting, I teach them without talking about programming languages. Because programming language is a language on its own. You have to learn. Once you are done, luckily, people are demanding for machine learning experts, AI experts. They are not specific about language. You might learn Python. The company you are going to work for might say, I'm using R. So you have to go and learn it again. So what is more important is for you to understand the concept. Once you understand it very well, you can pick up any programming language later on if it becomes necessary, and you can learn it, and then you can implement the concept that you already get accustomed to. So knowing the concept is more important rather than paying more attention to the coding aspect. So programming can come later, but for those that already know programming, that's an advantage for them. But for those that doesn't know programming, don't be scared. That should not be an hindrance to you to learn machine learning and AI, and also deploy models built in using machine learning concept without writing a single code. You can do that. The world is moving, things are changing. To the secondary school, gradually also introducing it for sure. As things are going, we expect that there will be things in that direction. So, but first, I want to believe the university will need it more, because a lot of our university system are not yet aware of AI and machine learning. The awareness is still very, very low. Like I said, the GST, General Studies, that is compulsory, is usually introduction to computing. That is obsolete already. You see? So if we are still running GST, Introduction to Computing, now people are already talking of machine learning AI. So that is the level that we have to move gradually. Why then later it can then spill to the lower level, that is the secondary school, as the case may be. I hope I answer your question. Thank you very much for the question. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. So, and in addition to that, just to be very, I like your question once again, to be very proactive is very important. Yeah. And I want to believe the kind of the conference that was organized on the AI summit by the government recently in Abuja. I want to believe they have something like this. That yeah, education is very important. How to educate the populace, to spread the awareness. They call it AI. That is the track. What's going to be the policy that the government have to take? So I want to believe the educational manager people, we have to take a position in this respect to see, okay, first to the university level, it has to be made available to them. Then also the secondary level, they have to also start learning, know what is it, and then how can they take benefit of it. Thank you very much for the very wonderful question, actually. Thank you. Dr. Rashid Ayebusi.
Good morning, sir. Jazakumullah khairan for the effort.
Yeah.
Mine really is not really a question. It's just to actually buttress what you've said.
Yeah.
I searched through one of our brother. I don't think he's in the house. Person of Tajuddin will have been in a better position to actually come in. Recently, some of our brother, and I believe others too, might actually be doing that. Some of our brother actually came together. They call it Ustake Computer Junior or something of such, and some of these ideas have been spread to various secondary school who actually partner with them. I know Albarka in Nikare partner with them and some host of other secondary school, Greater Tomorrow and host of other too. And I think in the recent event they had, the Albarka actually probably came third or second. Nationwide, I think some of them were in, is it Dubai? But as I have said, Tajuddin will have been in better position to actually say much of that, just to actually buttress the fact that this thing is actually going into some of the various secondary school, even in Nigeria here. The idea of artificial intelligence and its likes have been sold to the secondary school. That is just my little addition. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much for that information. So yeah, that is very interesting. Yeah, I got to know about that also. Very nice initiative and one of some of our brothers. So like Engineer Teslim and co. So yeah, it's a very wonderful idea. And it's very, very necessary that people have to be, awareness need to be created gradually. And then as it goes, then people get aware about it and then people can see how they can take benefit of it while avoiding, of course, the negative aspect of artificial intelligence. But the main way to avoid is for people to get involved, to be aware, to get trained about how to deploy it and how to use it to their benefit. So losing job will be if we refuse to do the right thing, because technology cannot be stopped. So it will just come, either we like it or not. So people have to say, okay, how can I implement it in my own area of specialization? So by so doing, so we can take advantage of it. A lot of people are even switching profession. They have learned how to use it in their own field. They are also helping others to use it in their other fields, thereby creating additional source of income for them, in addition to their own personal area of interest. So a lot of opportunity, I want to believe, can be derived here. However, also the government has to, there ought to be policy to discourage irresponsible use of AI. It's everywhere, so that people can concentrate on using it positively rather than the negative aspect. Once again, thank you very much all for attending. So I'll be wish you all the best, and we look forward to another meeting next week by the grace of God. Thank you very much. Have a nice day, all right.